Welcome back from that break, and the program is still Good Morning Abuja. This beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Tuesday morning, and the day is so bright and so full of possibilities that I am happy, I am cheerful, and it's on that cheerful note that I intend to take you somewhere that you already know, somewhere you already go to get that sense of relaxation and enjoyment. I'm talking about the world of movie production, filmmaking. Yes, that's where we're going this morning. And guess what? We have in the studio one of Abuja's renowned filmmaker. I'm talking about Prosper Morgan. You're welcome on the program.
Thank you so much. I am so honored, so glad, and pleased to be here.
Yes, Prosper, you're almost like the movies you make. Like when we get to see you, it feels like we're in the movie with you already.
We thank God. We thank God. It's quite beautiful, but then it is what it is.
It is what it is. Yes, and this morning our discussion is on movie film production and the impact of storytelling on the Nigerian, especially in this context, the Nigerian society.
Okay.
So, but it's imperative that we get to understand what this is about, what this actually means. I'm talking about film production, storytelling. Some people would say storytelling is such a diverse field that speaking about it in the context of filmmaking limits it. But then there is a context. So, what is storytelling in filmmaking?
Okay, so it's actually they are intertwined, but then you can still spot some differences between them. So I think storytelling is, just the act of telling a story that has a beginning, a middle, and an end, and it could be through any medium, through any channel. It could be through, the Tales by Moonlight we grew up to, or Tell a Tale and all of that. That's storytelling. Now, filmmaking is, in my own words, I would say filmmaking is the technical aspect of storytelling. Now, it's not just like, Uncle, please tell us a story, and then you gather people under the tree and you're telling them this and that. But now, you're sitting down, your story is now going to go through a pre-production stage, a production stage, and then a post-production stage. So those things are what makes filmmaking just an integral yet beautiful aspect of storytelling.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, when we talk about filmmaking,
Yep.
I want to speak to your experience now as a producer. What are those things that are crucial to telling a good story in a film?
Okay, so first of all, I am firstly an actor before a producer. Producing is something I recently delved into, but it has its beauties, and acting also has its beauties. Now there are a lot of things. The list can go on and on, but I will just touch that. Firstly, you have to get it right with your story.
Okay.
It's what you're producing has to be what producing.
Okay.
It's not just, you can't just bring a wish-wash story and then produce and then no, now, because at the end of the day, let me go in pidgin. Now the story where you tell, now the quality of the story where you tell will come should say you be better producer.
That's
so. So first of all, the story has to be good, and then secondly, you have to get it right with your casting. Get it right with your casting, the people that would portray that story and bring it to life. And then one or two technicalities like your directing, your cameras, and all of that. So those are some of the things. Like I said, the list is inexhaustible. But these three, once you get them right, I think you are good to go.
Look at how storytelling and film, especially in film, has been able to the progress so far. Like not too long ago, it was VHS. And we had all the challenges that VHS came. I still remember buying something that you could turn to rewind and fast forward. And then when your parents bring home a new machine, they'll tell you, don't press rewind, don't press forward. And then we had the ones that came with remote control. And then we started seeing televisions that had VHS players already in them. And through the time, what's your story?
Well, I think it's in line with the progress, right?
Yes.
I think storytelling has progressed so much now going back to the three elements I mentioned, the stories are better now, and the means of distribution is actually better. Like you said, it's no more VHS again, it's no more marketers in our bar, it's no more at
51 upper
yes, now 1 to 3 pound road
Yes.
and a big page of lane it is not that again, it's moved on from that. And I think it's now you now have videos on demand, subscriptions, you can now watch these stories online, so it's really evolved. And like I say, the production quality has evolved with the times, and I think it's going to actually get better as the days go by.
Oh, amazing. Now, you're a producer, and many stories you watch, many films you see, beautiful storyline, wonderful cast, even the set, location, apt. But then, certain little thing distorts the film, spoils it completely. You get to see things like continuity. One moment you're showing somebody sleeping, the next moment somebody's running, and like you begin to, it spoils it. So let's speak to that.
So I think for me, what I'd always tell myself and tell people is trust the process. I knew that I would want to tell my own stories my own way, which is actually what producing is. But I started from the rudiments, which is acting and understanding that before now wanting to delve into all of these other aspects. So I think most of what really happens most of the time is people want to just rush things. And the moment you rush, you want to rush things. Okay, no, not be to just collect camera, just shoot, we just do them like this, you could do like this. But I think when people really go and understand that storytelling through the lenses of the camera is a craft that is honorable and should be treated honorably. Every step of it, like I said, pre-production, it's because most times in pre-production it's not gotten right. That's why at the production stage you begin to see all of those small flaws and mistakes, because you are supposed to, no matter how low your budget is, yes, we know that there are lots of low budget movies, but no matter how low the budget of your movie is, there are still some things you should not joke with. Because when you can't have one person handling the camera and then that person is also your script supervisor and then doing continuity. No, it's possible, because what most people don't understand is that a 5 minutes movie takes about averagely 6 to 7 hours to film. And within the space of that 6 to 7 hours, you can have 1 or 2 technical issues. So let's say I was filming and then I was holding this cup in my left hand. Something might have occurred, the gen might have gone off, or my phone rang and, oh sorry, I didn't put my phone on silence. I go to put my phone on silence, I come back. If there's no continuity person to remind me that, oh Prosper, you were holding this on your left hand, and then I pick it with my right. So by the time editing is now going on, you now see that, okay, one scene was here, next scene it's here, and you begin to wonder, okay, Kinele, what's going on? So I think those are the things. So if we just trust the process, and it's some of those small errors will be cleared out. But we'll get there.
We're getting there.
We are getting there.
Yes. Now getting there, let's look at the impact now of distribution. You see, we've talked about pre-production and the things that inspire one to tell a story, and we've looked at the process itself of actually telling the stories in the film way, and now we're looking at sending the stories out there, the films out there, so that I can get to people, so that they can watch and appreciate. And at this stage, we talked about all those our brothers from 51 Upper Road and Pound Road, Abuja, and all the rest. And now we are talking. We are no longer calling those names. We are now beginning to say things like Netflix. You understand? So these streaming platforms, how have they helped in film development, like the general progress of filmmaking?
It's helped in a lot of ways. Now I'm quickly going to run through some of the things it has done for producers. First of all, you're now sure that a good movie is a good investment, and you're sure of returns, which most of these online platforms, YouTube, Netflix, Showmax, the list just goes on, and then all these distribution channels also, like distribution film companies like you have Silverbird, you have Genesis, you have Blue Pictures, and all of this. Now, once you get into like a contract, a discussion with them, they already tell you, okay, this is what we are doing for you, this is what we are doing for you. Now you're just leveraging on their network. So you're sure that within this space of time, you're getting returns on your investment, as opposed to then when it's marketers. Once one CD comes out, it is pirated. You see it all over the place. So that's one major thing it has done for people. And it's also increased production value, because now you know that if I put in good money, it will go viral and it will even sell more. So that's for them. And then for the actors, which is also was also a category I fully identify with. It's fine. You can just tell somebody, I'm an actor, and the person says, okay, let me see your work. You say, okay, are you on Netflix? Okay, fine. You just log in and I show you this. You're seeing this. It's not about I did this one with the cry of the soldier. We've been doing for about a year now. Also do it's not about that one again. It's on YouTube. Or just log on YouTube, look at this. You see. So it's now like it's boosting CVs for actors. You can now show this, and then the producers are making money. At the end of the day,
everybody's smiling.
Everybody's happy.
Amazing. Yeah. Well, it's been an interesting conversation so far. But before we go, I'd like to share your thoughts on what you think the next crop of filmmakers need to do to be able to stay or up the game. Stay within the trend, improve on it, or up the ante.
Yeah, I would say something that looks very minute, looks almost inconsequential, but then it's important. Stay original. There's something that is original to Nigeria. There's something original to US. There's something original to Bollywood and the rest of them. Look for what it is that is original to Nigeria and stay. For example, if somebody invites us to a dinner and then the person brings out pounded yam and all of this, would enjoy that. But when we come and then the person is serving Chinese noodles, French fries, and all of that, our reception towards that is not going to be as strong as it is. So if we stay original to our Nigerian stories, let's go back to history, let's just see how to stay original, but then maintain good production values, I'm sure we will get there.
Yes, and yes, we will, because I like that, staying true to our Nigerian stories.
Yes,
we are estimated to be over 200 million in this country.
True.
That means at least there are over 200 million stories to be told.
I'm telling you.
I don't think we have enough filmmakers to capture over 200 million stories, but the likes of Prosper is doing a wonderful job in telling those stories. And like he said, we need to go back.
Sure.
In history. Our history is replete with heroic acts from our forefathers and those who came before us. And we are also playing our own little part in making sure that this country, this nation, has stories that we will preserve for the future, for the children yet unborn. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Prosper.
Thank you so much.
The program is still Good Morning Abuja. We'll go on a short break. When we return, we will continue.